Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Breaking Chains, the Sober Mindset. My name's Rodney Hood, and I'm an alcoholic. That's right, folks. That's what we're going to be talking out today. We're going to take a little test, and what we're going to see is how well you do out there. 10 reasons that you may be an alcoholic. Let's get started. Okay, number one, you may not be able to control your drinking. I know a lot of us, think, I just got drunk at the Christmas party or, had a bad New Year's Eve. But this is basically meaning once you start drinking, you can't stop until you're either blacked out, passed out, throwing up all over the place.
Wow.
Or even worse. I mean, there's so many terrible things that can happen in this situation. So if you're not able to control your drinking, that might be the first sign. And there's so many other things to touch on that, but moving forward. So number two, and this is a big one, and this goes for drugs too, tolerance. So if you have a high tolerance to alcohol, you may be an alcoholic, meaning, it's not that, like back in your high school, man, I'll drink anybody under the table. Well, when you're 55, that's not a very cool thing to say. It's actually quite pathetic. But your tolerance level does go up for sure. And obviously, that's why I was drinking over 2 bottles of vodka a day, just to keep my body going and not going into detox, getting the DTs, man. So increased tolerance, that's something to look out for. Number 3, obviously, withdrawal symptoms. So if you're not drinking and you start, well, like me, waking up with the shakes, super bad shakes in the morning, like couldn't, brush my teeth, couldn't shave. I couldn't write, God forbid, until I had alcohol. So if you're getting the shakes, another thing is if you're feeling nauseous all the time, even if you're not drinking and say you took a couple days off and you're still feeling nauseous, you might be an alcoholic. That could be, start of something worse with your liver or your kidneys, or pancreatitis is a big one. So we got to watch out for that. And so tolerance. Once you hit that threshold, you'll figure it out that, maybe I'm an alcoholic. So neglecting responsibilities, that's a big thing. I mean, when you are pre-alcoholic, you did stuff. Now, you had hobbies, you went out and you did things that didn't revolve around alcohol. So, I mean, the main ones are work, school, home life. How many times have we wanted to call into work so bad because we were so hungover? I mean, I can remember legitimately driving to work and hoping someone smashed into my car on the way to work just so I could get out of going to work. That's how hungover I was. So once the drinking starts to affect your home life, relationships, that happens. A lot of times, the significant other, they might not even tell you, that they're worried about you, or they're, not digging on it, and they want to weigh out because your drinking has taken over the whole relationship. So calling into work, the old brown bag flu, they call it, right? Remember that? Another one is if you continue to drink. Okay, this is a big one. If you continue to drink, even if you've had a DUI, you've lost your job, you went through a breakup because of alcohol, you're losing friends over alcohol. If you do all of that and you're still continuing to drink, odds are you're an alcoholic. I mean, I would say 100% you're an alcoholic. And that's just a bad road to start going down. Another thing is drinking in dangerous situations, right? We've all done that. I've totaled a car. Don't even remember how I did it. I was getting new speakers I was getting subwoofers put in the trunk of my car. And they said it was going to take a few hours. So, I'm like, all right, is there a restaurant or, a bar around here or anything I can go? Yeah, there's one right next door. Apparently, it took like 4 hours to get the subwoofers in the trunk of my car. And I came back so freaking hammered that I don't even remember picking the car up. All I remember is sitting on the side of the curb with my front wheel missing on my car. I actually have a picture of that. And then my buddy Ronnie came in. He couldn't find me. I didn't know where I was. Couldn't tell him where I was. And he finally came and picked me up on his Harley and put my drunk ass on the back and flew down the road and got me home. And did some I don't even want to say insurance fraud. No, it was a dog ran out in front of me. That's exactly what happened. And I ran into a curb But yeah, giving up activities and hobbies, that's a big thing. I mean, I don't know what kind of hobbies, if you're like a competitive dog groomer or an extreme ironer or something like that. I mean, if you start giving up your hobbies, I mean, I don't care if it's, model trains or, like I'm doing painting furniture and stuff like that. If you start seeing yourself give up things that were fun and important to you, like playing guitar, that's a big one. Maybe you're into archery or, you like to go out and shoot guns or whatever. But if alcohol is affecting your life doing that, then you, my friend, might be an alcoholic. Oh yeah, okay, let's start over with this. So also doing dangerous things, like for instance, like I just talked about, wrecking my car. I totaled my Harley, tore my freaking kneecap completely off. That was all alcohol related, man. Got out of that one too. Said I was in a bicycle accident. It was a hell of a bike accident, Hood. But that's another one. Operating machinery. I mean, don't go to work and try to, get fucked up and work a backhoe, for instance. That's never a good idea. So if you're putting yourself in dangerous situations all the time and others, you might be an alcoholic, because that's a surefire sign of basically you lose your inhibitions with alcohol. It masks all that. You just quit caring about, what the repercussions are going to be. So spending excessive time drinking, like for instance, if your life completely starts to evolve around alcohol, if you find yourself revolving everything you do around alcohol, like, I mean, if you can't even go to the mall or to your child's play and not think about, hey, I should probably get something to drink before I go, just get a little buzz, you might be an alcoholic too. And that's, that becomes overwhelming to, an alcoholic like myself. I mean, I had to nonstop think about where I would be, when I would be there, and how I could get liquor before I went, and how much I could drink before I went into it. And it just became so exhausting. Your life just revolved around it. So if you're planning everything you do around drinking, which a lot of us do and did, going to a biker bar, you going out, going 4th of July. We just had the 4th of July, right? That wasn't hard for me at all because I worked third shift right through it. So I'm not drinking. I didn't even think about it. I just thought about getting hit by a drunk driver on the way home at 5:30 a.m. But I hope everybody had a great 4th of July, by the way, and I hope everybody was safe. Here's another one. Unsuccessful attempts of trying to cut down. Like you're one of those guys that, yeah, you know what? I'm going to buy this bottle and it's going to last me 3 days. Never does. Like I remember like always thinking, yeah, I'm going to have a bar in my house one day, a stocked bar. Well, you never make it past one bottle generally. That's my stocked bar, because I'd buy a bottle of nice bourbon or something. That's gone the first night. So definitely spending excessive time drinking, like non-stop drinking, that's all you do. Cravings, right? So if you're craving alcohol, just like craving pizza or craving ice cream, or it's like you're sitting there watching TV, you're like, man, I really need to get something to drink. Like I had a total shit day at work, overwhelming, and I just need to have a drink. I'm craving a drink. And that's something that alcoholics definitely get. So that's going to be a quick little episode today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We got a great show coming up next week. My boy Travis is going to be on. He's actually in the hospital right now with kidney issues, alcohol related. So that totally sucks. So we're going to be praying for him, but we're going to try to get him in here next week. Great guy, biker guy. Dad was Hell's Angel. He's a tattoo artist. Just great storyteller. Worked with him at Harley. I sold the Harleys with him. So super excited about that. Hey, be sure and like, share, comment if you want, and subscribe. It's very important for the algorithm, and it helps with the show, and it helps things keep going. But please subscribe, and remember to pray, because God loves you, and so do I. Peace.